Bonjour everybody and welcome back to the channel. If you are new here, please do consider hitting that subscribe button. We want to get to 6k by the end of the year. In today's video, we are going to be checking out something that we have been sent to do a review on, do a little video on, and it's going to be perfect for our business and also perfect for you if you're interested in doing this sort of thing. It's going to be nice. There's your first nice. So yeah, let's get straight into it. Run that thing! We're back in the studio. Oosh! So yeah, here we are. Let's get the stuff out and see what we have been sent. So as you're probably aware, because of the thumbnail or the title, this is a laser engraver cutter from Creality. So it's the Creality Falcon 2 22 watt laser. We can plug the power in where it needs to go, power the thing up, and we are ready to go. Next thing we've got in the box is Terminator specs. So safety first, we always need to have these on when we are operating the laser. Next in the box is the laser unit itself. So as I said this is a 22 watt laser. So if you can see here, there's 3 warning lights. So we've got an air light, fire and lens. Can you see them? Yeah? So I presume they are going to light up or flash when there is a fault detected or anything is detected, and that will shut the machine down. The next thing we have in the box is a very big asset to this kit, and it is the air assist. So this is a little air pump, plugs into the side of the laser unit, the bed, and gives air assist to the laser cutting. So like I just said, we've got some different samples. We have got in this one some different bits of ply or basswood or whatever it is, some foam, plastic, paper, card, everything really. And then in this one we have another 3 pieces, the basswood and a piece of stainless steel. So that'll be nice to see how well it does on this. We've then got our USB-C cable and a little brush to clean your workspace or engraving. Clean that off, nice. We've then got this little piece of metal. So this little piece of metal here, as you can see, it's staged. This is to set the laser height off your workspace. So it does say on it, engraving, cutting, thickness of basswood 1.1 to 3 mil. So it'll sit on the top for that. Cutting thickness of basswood 4 to 6, you'll lower it down to that step for that. And the bottom one, cutting thickness of basswood over 6 mil, you would lower it to the lowest point. So there is 2 different ways you can run this laser machine, and that is with the TF card. You can download whatever you want onto the TF card, whatever you want to cut, and put it straight into the machine itself. Or like we're going to be doing, we're going to be plugging the Mac directly into the machine and running it through the software. So the last thing that it comes, well, this came with, I don't know if it's included, but it did come in the box with this, and that is this roller accessory. So this, I did actually really want this, and I will be doing some things that I can send to you if you want some things, and they are cups and flasks and things like that. So you can get a stainless steel flask, sit that on there. This works with the machine, plugs directly into it, and the flask or whatever you're engraving will spin while the engraver's doing it, so you can get a nice engrave on the rounded material that you are cutting. So that is awesome. Well, I'll try and get something, I'll try and order a flask or something like that, but if I don't, I'll do a little short on it, and if anybody wants anything, holla your boy, I'll be selling them, yeah? I'll be selling them. This is basically a business in a box, isn't it? Because you can set up, you see all sorts on Etsy, on eBay, on things like that, and they're making like Christmas tree decorations, they're making table places, they're making all sorts like that. My wife's going to be using it for her business to engrave the little wooden spoons with a name or the child's name, because she does the photography and cake smashes when they are 1. So that'll be perfect for a little thing they can take away with them to remember it. And obviously to remember who did the photos, yeah? Bit of advertising, brand, everything. You can make little key tags, you can make anything really. If it's engravable or cuttable, or it works with this laser, so the different parameters that this laser can cut. So with this being a 22 watt laser, obviously it lets you cut thicker things and faster. So it's got a cutting speed of 25,000 millimeters per minute, which is obviously faster, higher productivity. It's nice. Like I said, it's got the air assist. It's got 5 safety protections. We've got our stop-start button here, which is another one. We've got our key, and then we've got our 3 integrated onto the laser like I showed you. So it is a very safe unit to use. Obviously, it's been designed with users in mind to make it as simple as possible. I'll show you the controls on the front in a moment, and they are very basic. Obviously, if you're running it through the laptop or the computer, you can control it within the app that you're using. So finally, in the box, we have the actual unit itself. So as you can see here, these are the controls that you're using, and this is the emergency stop button I was telling you about. So pop it up, hit it, it stops the machine. Here's where our key's going to go for our on and off, which came in that little plastic box. We've got our tube for the air assist. That's going to plug directly into the air unit, and also one that goes off over here. So basically, here's our air pump. We're going to plop that down next to the unit. We've got a little plug this side, which it's going to plug into, like so. I've popped the little bung off, so it comes with a little bung over the air intake, and we are then going to route this under the machine, and we're going to then plug it straight into the air pump. So this is carrying the air through these pipes up into this unit, through this unit, and then you're going to pop these clips out, pop the pipe out that it comes with, and that's going to plug straight into the laser module. So I'll get that on, show you where it goes. So getting the laser module on, we've got 2 little thumb screws on the side. We're going to loosen those off, and then it's got a little rail that slides in at the back. So that's going to push down, and then that is how you adjust your height of the laser. You're then going to tighten the thumb screws up, and that is going to sit there nicely. This air assist is then going to plug straight into the laser module on the top, and then we can tidy these cables around. This is our power cable that goes to the laser, which plugs straight into here. So we're going to plug that in, bosh, and then tidy the cables up through these clips that I've just took the air pipe out of. So we'll get those pushed in, and then we've got a couple of these little Velcro cable ties, which are going to tidy the last little bit up so that it all moves together when the laser's moving. Simple as that. So when it's in operation, this is going to slide up and down, and this is going to slide forwards and backwards. So our 2 little axes are covered. Axes? Axi? Axes? Don't know. They go up, down, left, right, and obviously that's going to be controlled when you put the card reader in, or when you plug the laptop or computer straight into the machine. So we're going to be using the USB-C cable. On this side here, we've got a USB-C, we've got an adapter for the power, and we've got an on-off switch and also the card reader. So our power, getting the dog powered up, we're going to untangle these cables. We're going to untangle these cables. That's then going to sit on there. Power is going to plug into the side like so, and then obviously our adapter 240 is going to plug into the transformer and straight into the wall. So here is the bigger cutting bed that I was talking about. So if I just grab the other, show you the size difference. So this one is the one it's included with, and as you can see, there is a massive difference there. So I would highly recommend getting this. It's an optional extra, you can buy it. Obviously this one does come with it, so you can still do a bit of cutting, but the area is not that large. This will make it a lot bigger, so it's well worth buying that. So this will sit under the machine, under the cutter itself, like so, and we're going to be cutting onto this. So whatever we're cutting, we'll get this little sample of wood. That is going to sit on top of the honeycomb bed, and it's then going to be adjusted, the laser height, to what we are actually doing. So here's our height adjuster for the laser, and we're going to be engraving into this wood. So what we're going to want to do is bring it over and forward. We're then going to loosen off the thumb screws, higher it up to where it needs to be, so sit it on there, tighten it, and that is then set up for engraving or cutting with a thickness of 1 to 3 mil. So now that it's all set up, I am going to have to take it outside to do some cutting because I'm in the studio and my wife uses it, like I said, for her photography. So the last thing she needs is the smell of burnt wood or metal or plastic in the studio, because that will not be very nice. They do sell another attachment which is like a dome that sits on top with a big viewing window, and that can then be hooked up to some ducting to duct it out of the room that you are working in. I wouldn't imagine there's going to be a lot of smoke, but just in case there is, well, any smoke's not going to be nice in here. So we'll take it outside now, get the card reader in, get it set up and see what she can do. So as you can see now, we are outside. We've got Lightburn open, and we have uploaded a sample that they put in the TF card into Lightburn. So as you can see, the different colours, I think the blue outline it's going to cut, and the inside ones it's going to engrave. So blue's cut, black is engrave. And as you can see, she's doing a ting. That's mint, ain't that? So you can see the black bits for his cape are engraving, and the other bits are cutting. So the outline's being cut out and the black bits engraved. I think, that's what I think anyway. I'm not entirely sure. It might just be engraving the whole thing. So as far as smoke and fumes go, there's not actually that much. I would imagine if it's inside with no ventilation, there would be quite a bit and it would stink. But I can only see a little bit coming off it, to be fair to it. A good thing about connecting it via the USB is that it automatically loads up what laser you're using. Obviously, with Lightburn, it is recommended for this laser, so it detects it straight away, sets the parameters, sets the size of your cutting bed. Perfect, automatically does it all. You press home on the computer, it goes home where it needs to be. Press frame and make sure that the piece that you're cutting is within the frame of what you want to cut. So yeah, it's doing mint, to be fair. It's been on a couple of minutes now, and as you can see, it is making its way through. It's just got the little man's head and eyes and mouth to do, and then we are there. But that is class, isn't it? Next thing I'm going to do is try and upload my logo, get that printed on a bit of wood or steel, and see how it does. I've just noticed as well, where it says busy, there is a timer there. So it's been cut in 12 minutes, and it's estimated that there is 9 minutes left until the project is complete. That's another handy little thing that it comes with. Nice, that's mint. I keep saying mint, but it is mint. I'm really happy with it. So the different colours here mean that the first job it's going to be doing is engraving it all. The second job, which is your blue line, is going to be cutting. So as you can see on here, it's already done the engraving. It's just doing another pass through now at 100% to cut the picture out. And there she blows. She is done. Let's see how she did. So as you can see, it's cut out the picture now. And it's cut it out perfectly. Look at that. Nice and clean on the back. There's not even much burning, to be fair. You can feel where it's engraved. That's awesome. Look at him, little dude. I've put my logo on, put a little box around it, put a hole in it, and I've made a key ring. I need to mess with it though, because the J's gone all the way through and the L's gone all the way through. But that's mint, in it. Get that out of a bit of metal. Minto. Nice. So the last thing I'm going to give it to try, I've uploaded my wife's logo onto this, and we've got it cut in at some stainless steel. So as you can see, we've copied the recommended parameters from Creality. So it's running at 2000 millimeters per minute at 80% laser. And as you can see, it's making a lovely job of it. You probably can't see, to be fair, but we'll pop back when it's done and see how long it takes. It's saying it's taking 6 minutes. So let's see. So that has now finished, and look at that. That is awesome. I have done it on the scratch piece of metal, to be fair, but it's done a really, really, really good job with the parameters that Creality give you. So I've been out to Hobbycraft and got some new materials. So I've got some red and green foam, which is about 3 mil thick. I've set the parameters, and you can probably hear it doing its thing now, but I will show you what I'm doing. It's cool, man. It's me. Look at him. That's mint, isn't it? So the red outline is then going to cut out, so it cuts out the whole shape in a second. So it's going to finish that. There's 2 minutes left, and then it's going to cut round the outline and cut it out of the foam, hopefully. So look at that. That's awesome. It's engraved it nicely as well. Set the parameters really well. So we've just set the parameters for what I thought, and then just give it a quick trial run, see what it does. I'm well happy with that. Let's see what this wooden spoon does. Next thing we've got is some wooden spoons. They are for my wife's business, and we're just going to try and engrave the back, so when people have their cake smashers they can have their name on or whatever. But for now, I'm literally just going to write cake smash. I've downloaded the Disney font, put it in there, and then we'll see what it does. So this is what happened with my logo. The edges seem to do a lot deeper than the middle, but obviously I need to play with the settings and see what's what, but that's going to be perfect. Once I've sorted out how it cuts mint and how it engraves perfectly, but I need to sort out why the edges are doing that. So that's done it a lot better this time. Could do with being a bit more powerful, so I might turn the settings up a bit for the brightness of the laser. But yeah, awesome. So the last thing I'm going to do now is Zoe's business logo again, and we're going to be putting it onto this leather diary which she's got. So as you can see, it's doing a wonderful job. Yeah, that's sick. So that's straight onto leather, straight onto that leather diary, and it is absolutely perfect. I am over the moon with that, and the opportunities are endless. Like I said earlier, it's basically a business in a box. If you wanted to create craft things, engrave things, cut things out with the laser, it's going to be perfect for you. So the version I've got is the 22 watts. You can get a 40 watt and you can also get lower wattage, but the 22 watt is perfect for everything really. It cuts up to 15mm wood in one pass, which is awesome. Imagine the stuff we can make. I'm going to be using it to engrave our logo onto the fuse board covers or onto different things. We can probably engrave accessories as well. So if you've seen those, the spurs and things with what they're doing, we could probably engrave those also. So it's going to be perfect for us, and it could be perfect for you as well. Check out the link in the description. Thank you very much to Creality for sending us that to do a video on. You will see it more and more because we'll use it in different videos to, like I say, engrave products and things that we're going to be installing. Thank you very much for watching. Big up yourselves. If you haven't subscribed already, then please do consider that. We are well on our way to 6K and we want to be there by the end of the year. Leave a little like, leave any questions, leave some comments. Big up yourselves. See you later. Ta-ra.